Guys, how you doing? Welcome to day 3 of App Growth Week. I am Eric Rosenberg, General Manager of SplitMetrics Americas. Happy to be sitting here talking with Picsart, and today we're going to learn how they leverage custom product pages as part of their growth playbook. I'm sitting here with Skylar from Picsart. I definitely want to highlight a couple key numbers as they're a great success story before we kind of get into it. Picsart currently has over 150 million monthly active users, which is amazing. They're a top 20 most downloaded app worldwide for 2021. Amazing. Great stat here, over 1 billion edits per month. I didn't even think that was possible. It's available in over 30 languages, and currently 180 countries are using Picsart with active users. So that is like an amazing number. You know, hats off to that. A little bit about Skylar, and then we'll introduce him. So Skylar is an ASO team lead at Picsart. They are the world's largest digital creation platform. Skylar has a proven track record of growing and optimizing apps in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. He's focused on creating and driving Picsart's ASO strategy with the goal of exceeding company growth targets. He really enjoys learning about user behaviors and how people interact with brands and platforms. Quick fun fact about Tyler. I'm told he's actually a pretty adamant chess player. Tyler, great to have you this morning. Say hello.
That's right. Yeah, thanks for the warm intro, Eric. Yeah, appreciate it.
Amazing. So my first question kind of goes out to everyone, and it's kind of the moniker for what we do. And my question for you is, what makes you so successful, and why do you keep doing what you do within the industry?
Yeah, I just from the moment I came into the industry, I was just super interested. I've always been into apps and like playing things on the phone since I started. Yeah, I guess since the iPhone really came out. And yeah, I just kind of took it from there, and yeah, stayed in the industry and keeping it going.
Amazing. So we know that Picsart was an early adopter of custom product pages, not only for Apple search ads success, but also for app growth in the App Store. Can you share with us how Picsart is leveraging custom product pages as part of your growth playbook?
Yeah, definitely. I guess, yeah, for the folks out there that thought the custom product page chat was finished, we've got another talk on the way, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to give you some good info on that. Having the option to create custom product pages has been great, to be honest. I'm sure the other ASO and ASA practitioners out there would probably unanimously agree with that statement. Yeah, Picsart as an app has a lot of different functionality, and it can cater to a whole slew of different use cases. But in return, we actually get a really diverse target audience because of that. So targeting specific segments of that target audience had historically been a challenge, just because there was no way to segment it. And when Apple announced the availability of custom product pages, it seemed like we'd now have kind of a silver bullet for addressing the challenge. And now it's been about a year that I've been working with custom product pages, and I can confidently say that they've proven to do just that. So I wanted to first just clarify for those out there that probably are not that familiar with custom product pages. You can think of these similar to like a landing page on web. So they serve the same purpose or a similar purpose, except they're for the App Store. But yeah, getting back to the main point, the CPPs that we've been able to segment audiences, more accurately target them with different creative assets based on their needs or their intentions. And a direct example of this is with our AI image generation feature. So this is a new feature that we've come out with. It's also known as text to image. So works pretty simply. You put in a text prompt, and then you get to create a custom image with the power of AI. So for that one, AI image generation is just one of the many different functionalities within the app, of course. But we're actually able to target users searching for AI image gen related keywords and serve them creatives based on that search criteria in our Apple search ads campaigns. The area that I've seen the most success with CPPs until now has mainly been in conjunction with Apple search ads. However, I've also seen a lot of success in geos like Japan with Yahoo ads. So Yahoo, as you may or may not know, is much more popular in Japan than it is in Western countries. And they actually allow deep linking to custom product pages in their ads, which is, yeah, pretty interesting for us to see that we actually saw some traction there. We've also been rolling these out to other touch points in the past months. So some examples of that are featuring opportunities in collaboration with Apple's editorial team, as well as the newly released Today tab ads, which actually require a CPP to even run them, as well as ads on other networks. And in addition, we're also actively using CPPs to test organic screenshots and to find out how we can increase our organic keyword rankings for the app. So yeah, a lot of stuff being done with CPPs on our end. Also, let me just say that I'm nursing a cold. I'm sure you guys can tell. So bear with me if I start sniffling or something.
You sound great. You sound great. So drink some warm tea, right?
Got it. Yeah.
Amazing. So another question is, what's the role of mobile marketing technology and the success of Picsart's app growth? One, and then two, how does SplitMetrics help you meet these goals and objectives?
Yeah, the role of mobile marketing technology for us. So to me, mobile marketing technology is kind of like the navigation system in your car or something like that. So you know where you need to go, but the sat nav kind of keeps you on the right track and will alert you about, I don't know, other things happening along the way. So what I'm saying is that it's a pretty integral part of our day-to-day workflow. So I personally work with mobile marketing technology every day. With regard to SplitMetrics in particular, the team that we work with is really top notch. So shout out to Mike and team if you guys are out there watching. Yeah, I personally find that the reporting and insights that the team pulls together for us to be very helpful. And for the SplitMetrics Acquire tool, that has actually been a very important piece of our puzzle in terms of managing and optimizing our ASA campaigns. I find it pretty difficult to understand how anybody would be able to efficiently manage any kind of ASA strategy at scale in just the ASA console alone. So for those who haven't worked with the ASA console, it is a very rudimentary tool, and you can be saving a lot of time by using tools to manage your ASA campaigns. Just to give an example of that, the things that I really enjoy about the SplitMetrics tool are things like batch bid editing and enabling bid automation rules, which of course are not available in the native ASA console, and are actually a really big help when you start to use them.
Thank you for sharing that. Another question that we're looking to get some answers from is, what results has Picsart been able to achieve with the use of custom product pages?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we're getting to the hard hitting numbers here. So one example that comes to mind for me is one of the first CPPs I rolled out and began testing with. So we created a few different iterations based on different hypotheses and tested them for the specific CPP. And to get to the point, in the end, we have a few different metrics that we were able to improve. One of them being conversion rate. We were actually able to improve that by 52%. We also had increase in the rate of users entering into free trials, which is one of our metrics, on the way to monetizing the user and stuff like that. But yeah, we had an increase of users entering into free trials by 153%. And we were also able to decrease the cost per trial by 50%. So pretty nice set of results for that one. That being said, of course, we don't get these results like results as substantial as this all the time with every CPP we create, but in general, we do see improvements from CPPs.
Amazing. I got a question coming in from someone in the audience. It says, Skylar, can you elaborate on testing organic screenshots of the custom product pages? Are they more effective than the general product page optimization?
Yeah, so we kind of I use it in conjunction. So with with the product page optimization, you're very limited. So anytime there's a new release or something like that, anytime there's a new release, it'll stop the test. And sometimes it's really hard to get a read from product page optimization. You also can't test in multiple markets at the same time, or you can, but you can't really customize. I don't know if you're familiar with product page optimization, you'll know what I'm talking about. But basically, the main point being that it's kind of not as flexible. So what I do with the custom product pages is, for example, I saw somebody in the chat earlier mentioning about testing video. This was something that we did. We came up with a new video, and we tested that via custom product pages just to get a read. And then we kind of also tested it again with product page optimization to see if they matched up. So that kind of concept, but kind of doing that for different geos at the same time and things like that. And another thing I like to do is to figure out for our most important keywords, I'll do some testing around that to see, which screens are converting best. And by that, we can actually cause our app to rank higher in the keyword rankings.
Amazing. So we're one step away from the biggest holiday season of the year. We know it's all kind of forthcoming. I know Picsart has a big focus on holiday campaigns and in-depth expertise. What in-depth expertise can you share on that? And can you also tell us about how you build your work in the high season and how the role of CPPs affect you during this time of year?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, we're basically strategically reshuffling paid UA budget to optimize our spend around times of the year that we've historically been able to get more bang for our buck on the paid side. So that's one thing. And what I mean by that is kind of like avoiding times a year when it's historically been more expensive to acquire users, and just being a bit more calculated with our ad spend in general in that regard. On the CPP side of things, we've been creating some specialized CPPs based on specific use cases that gain traction every year around the holidays. I don't want to give too much away here in case the competitors are.
Give it away. Give it away. That's a song, by the way. You know that, right?
Yeah, of course. Is that AC/DC? I don't know. That's
Red Hot Chili Peppers, man.
Red
Come
Hot Chili.
on.
Oh God, yeah. I'm sorry. I come from a hip hop background. Anyways, so yeah, but you can think like holiday cards and things like that that kind of crop up. So we're creating CPPs around that. Additionally, we've got some templates at the ready in case we have any surprises that crop up around the holidays that require CPP creation kind of in a hurry. So that's kind of what we're doing for the holiday season. Holiday season tends to be really busy for us. I know a lot of people get to unplug and stuff. We kind of have to be at the ready, and then I'll probably try to unplug in mid-Jan or something like that.
Cool. Based on your experience, what are the best practices and do's and don'ts of custom product pages?
Yeah, sure. So for the do's on custom product pages, do's and don'ts. Yeah, for the do's, number one, I would say would be to really understand how CPPs can benefit you. So CPPs are most impactful in conjunction with paid UA. So you need to have a good understanding of what your paid UA team's campaigns look like, and sync with them to understand what CPPs they think would make sense to create as well. And during this stage, you can start by asking yourself questions like, why do I want to create a CPP? Will I be improving the user experience by creating one? What will be the main source of traffic to the CPP, and so on. I know this one kind of seems self-explanatory. However, I have heard of organizations building out CPPs just because it was a hot topic at the time. So say like earlier this year, but without any real idea of how to get people to them, which of course isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely not the best use of resources in the end. Number two, I would say to prioritize. So if you're in a position where it would be beneficial to create CPPs, like multiple of them, and that could be, maybe you have different use cases or different geos, etc. You'll need to prioritize and decide how to best manage your resources in this case. So which ones make the most sense to create first, which ones make the most sense to create second, third, and so on. And one trick you can use to do this by figuring out which ones will have the most impact and creating those first, then moving on from there. So pretty logical there.
We got 1 minute left for one quick question.
Yeah, definitely.
What are your plans for growth in 2023?
Plans for growth in 2023. I'll try to keep that one succinct. So at the moment, we're really focusing on AI-powered tools and integrating those into the Picsart app. There's a sort of strong sentiment in the organization that AI-powered editing will be really beneficial for Picsart users going forward, who, of course, are at the core of everything that we do within the app. As for my team, our goals will be to really communicate just how powerful these tools can be and what benefits our Picsart users can derive from them. We've also got some improvements coming up that will appeal more to professional users. So, for example, like small and medium business owners, social media managers, and the like. And my team will be focusing on communicating Picsart's values to these users as well.
Cool. Listen, man, thank you so much. I'm very sorry we lost you for a minute. I hope you actually you feel better. You sounded great. Thank you for your time.